Rapers, what's this good? It's your boy Laser. Using the vibes, we're back with another reaction video. He's on the reaction content, so you can deliver that for you guys. He's reacting to 5 future predictions for the human race. Guys, what do you guys think the future is going to be like for the human race? Because honestly, I think we're going to all be dead. Now, if you enjoy the reaction content, more reaction videos like the feature, simply see the like button. Subscribe, click on the notification bell icon, bro. Stream every night on Twitch, got the streams. Let's dive straight in this video.
To predict what will happen in the next few years, but that doesn't stop us from discussing what we think could happen, and researchers have a rough idea of what we can expect in the years to come. So here are 5 possible outcomes that we humans could be facing in the near and long distant future, some of which are actually pretty scary.
Scary, huh? How scary are we talking?
Humans will expand to other planets. You are all probably familiar with projects such as the Mars 1 mission.
Why is it so like, why is it only Mars though? Like, are we not able to go to other planets, bro? Are we not able to live on fucking Pluto? Can we live on Saturn, man? I want to hump the rings, man. I want to get dirty with the rings. Oh, yeah. My favorite planet for a reason. Literally, Saturn's my favorite planet. I literally have a Saturn tattoo, guys. That's how much it's my favorite planet. You guys see? See, look. Fuck, wrong sleeve. Right there. I literally have a Saturn tattoo. Fuck. Y'all see it? My favorite planet, bro. I literally jack off the Saturn every night.
Whose intent is to populate Mars with humans by 2025. And judging by other people's increasing interest in reaching other planets, it's safe to say that in the next few hundred years, the probability of humans colonizing another planet is high. Whether that is the right thing to do is a whole nother debate, but just how close are we to populating Mars or any other planet, and what sort of timescale can we expect?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, first we need to understand the reason to leave Earth in the first place. There are 2 main reasons.
Many reasons. Climate change, everything just going to shit. Like, when I mean climate change, I mean like temperatures, like we're just running out of resources to survive and shit. That's pretty much it.
Reasons that people put forward.
And if aliens take over.
Our own desire to explore and populate other planets.
That too.
And the other is that we will have no choice but to abandon the planet due to a man-made or natural disaster. First, let's look at simply our own desire to leave Earth as a way of scientifically exploring other planets and achieving something that has never been done before. Currently, there are 3 companies working on making this possible: Mars 1, SpaceX, and NASA. Mars 1 have since been hit with a lot of criticism, and their mission to Mars does not seem as realistic as once thought. But SpaceX, who are working closely with NASA, believe they will be the first to put a human on the red planet.
Bro, NASA,
in 2005, NASA Administrator Michael Griffin said, "I'm talking about that one day. I don't know when that day is, but..."
When Elon Musk tells us to. That fucker's literally gonna get us on Mars. Bro, that motherfucker's literally gonna somehow find a way to create interstellar travel. I mean, that's interstellar travel is like, scientifically, that's impossible, right? I don't think it's possible to travel faster than the speed of light. That's impossible.
But there will be more
like, statistically, it's impossible
than on it.
Like,
so according to him, eventually colonizing other planets is probably going to happen.
Like,
but aside from...
But the thing is, like, if I don't know, bro. I just think Mars is the only planet we can do because, dude, like, I swear, I know it's literally statistically impossible, but I hope one day, man, we have just somehow someone finds a way to break scientific laws and creates interstellar travel. We could travel literally anywhere in the universe. Because it just pisses me off how there's so much out there, and we haven't even explored like 1% of it. Like, we haven't even explored the entire ocean, for God's sakes. We haven't even explored our entire planet yet. But it's like, it just pisses me off because I just know there's so much crazy shit out there, bro. Like, doesn't that make you guys think? Like, it's just the idea that, like, we're the only planet. Like, this is the only planet that we like, are on out of, like, an infinite universe. I believe the universe is infinite. We're literally just we're less than a grain of sand. Like, not even grain of sand. We're less than the size of an atom compared to, like, the universe, man. Like, there has to be shit out there. And if the idea that there isn't shit out there is just as terrifying.
From our own desires to explore the universe, what if we had no choice but to leave Earth and head for a new planet to live? We already consume more a year than what our planet can safely sustain. and the World Wildlife Fund estimates that by 2030, we will be consuming 2 planets worth of natural resources yearly. Theoretical physicist and cosmologist Stephen Hawking has argued for space colonization as a means of saving humanity.
Stephen Hawking was a goat,
He
man.
predicted that the human race would become extinct within the next 1,000 years, unless colonies could be established.
I don't know about 1,000, mate. I feel like, well, I mean, dude, honestly, with the way Earth's going right now, I wouldn't be surprised.
In space.
I would be surprised,
But
to be
who will
honest.
be the first to get us to another planet?
Elon
Mars
Musk.
seems to be the #1 planet to get to right now, and the Mars Colonial Transporter, which is a project by SpaceX to design
Elon
and
Musk.
build reusable rocket engines, launch vehicles, and space capsules to transport humans to Mars and return to Earth.
Yep, Elon
To
Musk.
put humans on Mars by 2026.
Elon
And
Musk.
NASA recently announced that they would try to put a human on Mars in 2035. So this is all potentially going to happen in our life.
And just know, guys, that when they actually do finally, like, let people go to Mars, you realize it's only going to be the fucking rich, right? Like, they're just not going to let some normal civilian just go to Mars. It's obviously only going to be the rich. Like, I feel like that by the time, like, they actually let, like, any normal civilian go to Mars, it'll be, like, it won't be in our lifetime. What the fuck just happened? Oh.
Possibility of a mission to Mars, then you will probably enjoy the video I made a while back about Mars 1. And even though a candidate for the one-way mission to Mars said that the whole thing is dangerously flawed, so the mission probably won't be happening, I still point out a lot of information that is relevant to human colonization of planets. Personally, I don't think we have any idea how to control this planet, let alone trying to populate another. Most of our ocean isn't even explored yet. Now, I'm not delving deep into this, but millions of animals are going extinct simply because humans are taking over forests and land.
Yeah, man, killing all the pandas. What's wrong with y'all?
Every year, and most countries are sinking deeper into debt. Drug rates are up, alcoholism is up, murder is up, and illness and obesity are up.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. If Earth, like, if humanity does go extinct, it'll literally be because of us. Like, we'll literally just play ourselves. I feel like that's how the world will go extinct. We'll destroy it ourselves.
Although
We already
I'm
are
brought
right
up
now.
for the thought of populating other planets, you can't help but feel it might be a good idea to sort out this planet before we think about leaving it.
We already are destroying ourselves.
Our characteristics. There is no denying that our characteristics and features have changed over the years, and if you've ever wondered whether they will continue to change, then you're not alone. Scientists have been looking into this for a while, and have come up with some remarkable theories on how our appearance and characteristics may change in the years to come. Now, although this does sound a little crazy, it's widely believed by scientists that eventually humans will split into 2 separate species. One
What?
will be an elite attractive society, and the other
Are we evolving into a new type of human? Oh, a new human update just dropped. But this is like a 4-day update, meaning it just got worse. What the fuck is this? So you're telling me we're gonna have pebble braids all of a sudden? I literally, we're gonna look like jelly boys. So like, we're just gonna look like we're made out of jelly. Is that our lunchbox? Are we gonna have Lunchables in our crouch all of a sudden? Ooh.
separate society of unintelligent, ugly, goblin-like humans
Oh.
considered far inferior than the elite. It's thought that the human race will reach this physical peak in around the year 3000. The
3,000.
perfect elite human being around 6 feet to 7 feet tall, and living up to 40 years longer than the average human does now.
Bro, I would not want to live 40 years longer, bro. I think 70 years on this shitty planet is already enough. You feel me? And people are always like, immortality, or would you get rich for it? Or would you want to get rich? Why do people think immortality is like a benefit? That shit sucks. Just living on Earth forever, that fucking sucks, man. Like, if someone told me you could be immortal, like, even if, like, the only way I could possibly see something positive about it, even though it's still mostly negative, is if, like, they say you get to stay, like, young forever. Like, do I get to pick a certain age I want to be forever? Or do, like, am I constantly just going to get old to the point where I'm just, like, an old fucker for, the, like, eternity? That sucks. That sucks. And hell no.
Now, men will apparently have symmetrical chiseled facial features and deeper voices, and women will have smooth glossy head hair but no body hair and larger eyes.
Fuck no.
Both species may also have more receded chins due to processed foods reducing the need for longer chewing, and there will also apparently be no racial differences as all humans will have a single coffee-coloured skin tone. But although this so-called perfect human may look good on the outside, on the inside things may not be so good, for both human species in fact. Social and interactive skills will be lost, and our immune system will be much weaker due to antibiotics, medicine, and our lack of interaction with healthy bacteria. People have pointed out the resemblance of this prediction to the 1895 novel by H.G. Wells called The Time Machine. It tells the story of how humans will split into groups, the wealthy and the primitive.
This is the one I was just talking about. Like I said, I feel like it's only a matter of time before like we just get split.
But you are probably saying, well, how does this affect me, and why do I care about what humans will look like in a few thousand years? But there are a few subtle changes that are happening right now. For example, we no longer need our wisdom teeth, as we do not rip food up with our teeth.
That's true.
Like we used to, as we.
I still have my wisdom teeth, bro, but they don't really affect me. It's weird, and I only have one wisdom tooth. For some reason, it was just in my DNA where I only have one. Like it's only on this side. I don't have a wisdom tooth on this side. It's weird.
Now have knives and forks. So up to 35% of the population are now born without wisdom teeth. And your appendix, which is actually a bit of a mystery as to why we have it in the first place, as it has no use in modern humans, could be gone altogether over time.
Oh, human update
so
just
that's
dropped.
A few changes that are happening now, and some predictions for what the human characteristics and features could be like in the future.
That does make me...
Robots.
Oh, robots, yeah.
If you've ever seen iRobot or similar films,
no.
It really does feel like something like a robot takeover could happen.
Yeah, if a robot takeover happens, it'll be because of Elon Musk. Elon Musk will literally be the reason robots take over. And then you got this Neuralink thing coming over. That Neuralink shit, it's gonna like mind control us, bro. I don't trust that. I'm never taking that chip. I don't care what they say about it. I don't care how many good people say it's good. All it takes is just one mistake, man. I already know it's gonna go wrong. Like I feel like there's gonna be just something wrong that happens with it. It's not gonna be me.
And Stephen Hawking back.
You already know someone's gonna have an issue with it.
It's not a case of will.
Someone's gonna definitely die from it.
Jobs and lives. It's more a case of when. He believes it could be in as little as 100 years' time, since artificial intelligence is progressing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, and that's scary as shit.
It's not going to be long till office workers are replaced by software, taxis are self-driven.
But wait, bro, honestly, like, call me weird or like a little like crazy for saying this, but I feel like this is kind of a W in a way, you know? Because if robots are gonna take over like our jobs, and you're probably wondering, well, how the fuck are we gonna work? Well, I feel like they're just gonna make like we're just gonna have jobs at home, and I feel like that's better than just going out in public and working, you know? Like I feel like just working jobs at home is going to be so much better, you feel me? And like I know this is very controversial, but it's like with that, just with the idea of this happening, because apparently there's already a McDonald's that's only like, there's a McDonald's, I think it's in Texas or wherever, I don't know if it's Texas. There's some McDonald's out there that's like operated only by robots. I think it's like actually functioning, right? It's open right now. But like the idea of robots taking over at jobs, like I feel like it would just be cool because like people are already complaining about hating 9-to-5 jobs and shit. So it's like it literally lets society like work in an easier way. I feel like we'll be working for the robots. Like that sounds terrifying, I know, but it's like, you guys get what I'm saying?
Factory work is done by robots, and even medical care could be taken over, reducing the need for humans. Why would you want a human to perform your surgery if an attentive robot could perform it at a 100% success rate at a fraction of the cost? Why would an employer want a human who is slower, more expensive, and limited to work time, when they could have a faster robot that could work around the clock?
That's terrifying. That robot's scary as shit.
Unlike some of the future predictions for us, this is already happening. Many factories use some robots instead of humans. Surgery is much more advanced due to robotics.
Not the type of robot you think, though.
And cars are being developed that can drive themselves.
Yeah, Tesla.
Professor Hawking has gone even further in his prediction, saying that one day robots could be the cause of the end of the...
Humans are the future, but honestly, I kind of just want robots to kill the world. I just end the world already. Please take me out.
Human race. He fears if we do not ensure computers are aligned to human goals, they could evolve faster and stronger than humans, becoming smarter and more intelligent than their human developers, with the potential to no longer need human intervention and be able to redesign themselves at an ever-increasing rate, leaving humans unable to compete and ultimately replaced by machines. Just imagine that. A robot is created that then creates an even more intelligent robot, that then creates an even more intelligent robot, and so on. Sounds pretty crazy, but don't worry. At the moment, artificial intelligence is some way off creating a robot that will be intelligent enough to cast away humans and take over the world. So although it's a possibility for the future, it's a long way off.
Number 2.
So what if we are in fact the robots? Transhumanism is a movement of improving the human condition through the use of technology, and one of the core beliefs is that it will create eternal life through genetic engineering, nanotech, cloning, and other ever-emerging technologies.
So, like, what? Like, adding, like, robot parts to us, pretty much?
It's a distinct possibility.
Million dollar man type vibes?
Transhumanism will create humans with technologically enhanced super features.
That show was good.
Boosting physical, intellectual, and psychological capabilities beyond anything a human could naturally achieve. A form of transhumanism is already being used by the US military to train snipers. It's called transcranial direct current stimulation, or TDCS, and it speeds up reaction times and learning speed by running a very weak electric current through the brain. A more extreme version of this could see our minds uploaded to a computer in an attempt to preserve the details held in the brain. Providing a permanent backup of the brain, meaning long after a person has died, we will still have a copy of their functions stored in a mind file.
How is
This
it?
could then be implanted into a robot or another type of functional body. And also imagine we could upload skills and
So what if you took it from like some evil ass person and put it in a robot? The fuck?
Intelligence to our own brains at will.
Is that robot gonna kill everyone?
Insane. You may have also seen some very cool technology being tested out called powered exoskeleton or exosuits that will allow soldiers to run, walk, and jump with the help of hydraulics and motors. This could drastically change the way soldiers fight in battle and is definitely something to keep an eye out for in the future. But these suits are not just for warfare. There was a shipyard in South Korea that tested a robotic suit on their workers that gave them superhuman strength. They are hoping to continue the development.
I made a video on this
in order
already.
For workers to be able to lift
It's like
200 pounds at ease.
It's like an
which will
exosuit.
reduce the need for other machines and increase workflow.
It's like an exosuit, but just imagine like you're carrying one of those things, bro, with the suit on, and then the suit stops functioning while you're holding it. Well, I mean, obviously, common knowledge just tells me you just drop it. Like, yeah.
Despite the obvious benefits of transhumanism, many have pointed out the potential dangers. Just think, if everyone started to live way beyond life expectancy, the Earth would become very overpopulated.
Exactly.
But maybe one day,
it's already
smartphones
overpopulated.
Today seem
8 billion
nothing out of
people?
the ordinary to the
Fuck
current
no.
generations. Being able to download things onto your brain, have robotic limbs, and even control your heart and other functions with a device will be a normal thing in a few thousand years.
Nah, fuck that. Number 1.
There will be no future. All of this planning may not even become a thing, because what if there is no future?
There's not.
Many people believe that the world is going to end, and over the years there have been many predictions and even specific dates as to when this will happen.
They said 2012 never ended. Well, the Mayan calendar said so, but
You may have seen my video about times we could have come close to extinction, but what about extinction in the future? I could go on and on about some things that could end life.
It would be because of us.
All-out nuclear war, a polar shift, giant earthquakes, and asteroids.
It won't because of natural. It will be because of us.
That is very interesting. Is called a solar storm.
Will be the
and
reason.
Could give
Yes.
us only 12 hours warning before potentially destroying life as we know it.
It will be us that ends
Almost
the world.
every second, the sun shoots a burst of charged subatomic particles in the form of solar wind into space at speeds of 1 million miles per hour. Fortunately, this wind is weak enough not to penetrate the Earth's magnetic field, but scientists say it's only a matter of time before a devastating eruption on the surface of the sun comes hurtling towards us with...
Well, bro, it's just crazy to think, like, we don't, like, I guess the scientists are, like, usually accurate with other shit, like NASA and all that, but we don't know, like, one day the sun could just decide to fucking explode out of nowhere. Like, the sun literally could just explode out of nowhere for no reason. Like, you never know, man. The Earth can literally just fucking split in half for no fucking reason. Like, literally, like, right here, you have the sun giving a massive orgasm. Oh, this turned me on. Like, bro, the sun literally could just orgasm out of nowhere one day. It literally could just spit cum towards Earth. Forbidden lava, forbidden orange molten cum towards Earth one day, you know?
Catastrophic consequences. The Earth could experience an energy explosion the equivalent to 10 billion Hiroshima bombs, all exploding at the same time. It would destroy communication systems and vital services such as sanitation, medicine, power, and transport networks, and the world would be plunged into darkness. With the world reliance on technology, although most of us would survive the initial impact, the damage would bring the world to a virtual standstill. What is perhaps more worrying is that scientists predict that there is a 1% chance of Earth being hit by a solar storm, with little
1% chance is still a lot.
But since this is being continually monitored, we would know before it was going to happen. So we could act quickly to make sure the impact would not cause nuclear weapons.
Oh yes, what could we do to stop the sun from just exploding us? I don't know, some human is just gonna simply intervene. Stop, sun. Stop it. Be gentle here. I can massage your booty hole.
And power plants to detonate, which amongst the chaos of the storm would almost certainly cause absolute devastation. All this really isn't far-fetched either. Earth was hit by a solar storm in 1859 that took just over 17 hours to get here, and researchers have shown that if we had the same storm now that we did in 1859, then it would have serious consequences on us, since unlike back in the 1800s, we are very dependent on technology for almost everything we do. So to name a few effects a geomagnetic storm could have on Earth, is that all electronic communications would be down, life support machines would shut off, planes would fall from the sky, most cars apart from old crank cars would
Last
run,
of Us vibes.
cargo ships would stop, credit cards would freeze, freezers and
I read
fridges
cargo
would
ships
stop,
even exist.
along with computers, radios, televisions and telephones. And since electronic water pumps pump water into most of our homes, we would have no running water, so would have to resort to other forms of water collection.
That's terrible.
And as winter sets in, many would be unable to cope with the freezing conditions.
That's terrifying.
Although all of this sounds scary, the chances of it happening are only 1%.
Which is still a lot.
Maybe those doomsday preppers are not as crazy as some people make out.
Damn, bro.
So that's 5 future predictions for us.
That's crazy. Well, guys, this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. If the Earth does end, it'll just be because of us. Like, we'll literally be the reason Earth ends. If you guys enjoy the reaction content, you just want reaction videos like features you know what to do, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!